Hi there guys, and welcome back to the channel. We are playing more Dishonored today, and we're now on mission 2, which is the High Overseer Campbell assassination. Although we are playing on a stealth run with no kills, so we won't be killing him as such, but we will be taking him out a different way. We're also playing on very hard difficulty. This series really is just to encourage you, if you have not played Dishonored, if you have not played Dishonored on stealth mode and tried to complete it that way, then I would highly encourage it. It's very exciting. It can be a lot quicker than actually tackling the enemies head on. And so as somebody who wasn't really into stealth games before this one, I just wanted to show you how this is possible, one way that you can play. And because we are going for a stealth run with no kills, we won't be collecting any special bits and bobs as we go. We'll be looking for the odd rune to try and upgrade our powers, but we won't be going for the Sokolov paintings or particularly worrying about collecting lots of loot. So yeah, as part of this run really, we're going to be following the story and making our way through the missions as quickly as possible. So the story so far is the Empress was killed at the start of the game. We were put in prison because we were blamed for it. We were broke out of prison by some allies, and we then met those allies at our new headquarters, and we also met a different type of ally, a supernatural ally in the Outsider, who give us some powers, and we have upgraded our first power, which is Blink, to the second stage, so that we're able to leap further and teleport a little bit further.
It'll be a rough trip. Used to be to go straight up Clavering Boulevard, but now it's not so easy. Half the city's dead of the plague. The other half's fighting over what's left. City Watch still holds the bigger streets, and they've set up those wall of light checkpoints. A man walks through one of those and he ends up burned to a crisp. Everything not controlled by the City Watch is gang territory. And there are the real odd birds living on the fringes like that Granny Rags. They say she's nuts. Don't know which is worse. Just take your pick.
So yeah, I mean, he mentioned there Granny Rags. That's a side mission which we won't be doing on this particular run. The reason for that is because we really want to try and avoid as much danger as possible. Anything that could allow us to be spotted, we are going to try to avoid.
I think that last one was moving.
And we will put him in there. He's still unconscious, thankfully he didn't die from that little fall. But yeah, if you do take out guards during your stealth run, it's important to remember to place them on something solid, because otherwise there's a chance that the rats could kill them. Okay, so we're just checking. We're equipped with sleep darts and we have blink. That's really what we need.
Attention Dunwall citizens. This is a special announcement from
Okay, so as I say, we're working our way quickly through this level.
It is with regret that I announce that
So our first objective is to get past the wall of light. We've actually got past the first wall of light there, which is just underneath us. We're going to continue at this higher level so the guards don't spot us. Work our way across here.
Whenever and wherever necessary.
Discipline.
We owe our thanks to High Overseer Campbell for the generous loan of their services.
So one route that you can take to get through this particular section is to go down the alleyway, down through that way. Because we are on a full stealth run and we want to minimise the risk of being spotted, we are going to go up and over here, which is a bit of a shortcut. In my opinion, the much easier way, much easier route. So we'll also go and work our way across here. Now if we hadn't upgraded our blink, none of this would be possible. We wouldn't be able to reach that far with it, and it just makes it so much easier to get that upgrade in early. Right, so we want to... Okay, I think we can just go actually. Okay, so we've through the first couple of sections there very quickly. The stealth run can be a lot of fun. It's a bit of a speed run really, more than anything. Stealth, I always think of it being slow and kind of dull and boring, but actually in a lot of ways it is quicker. So what we'll do now is just... We're going to save this first guy.
Skin really starts to come all the way off. Is that true? Or is it the itching that... Psst, Corvo. It's me.
Okay, we'll pop his body up there. Well, maybe not. Oh well. Right, so this is one of the guys that we want to save.
What a sucker. Feels good to stand up straight. Thank you, Corvo. What you're here to do tonight is of the highest importance. We've got to find Emily, so kill Campbell and make it quick. Once it's done, search his body for the journal, his notorious black book, and get out of there. Campbell is meeting with a guard named Kerr now, and word from my informant is that Campbell is going to poison him. Maybe you can use that to your advantage. Alright, I won't be of any help here, so I'll make my own way back to the Hound Pits pub. If I see Samuel the boatman, I'll tell him to pick you up in the backyard, behind the office of the High Overseer. May all the spirits guide you, and may our enemy's head hit the floor without you taking a scratch.
Okay, so he's heading back the way that we came. We are going to get over this gate by going up this way. This way, and continue across here.
Reading in the archive about the heretic's brand. It sounds painful.
Have you ever seen the ritual?
I've never seen the heretic's brand used. No.
Okay,
It's a
so
rare occurrence. But I did spot
here we are.
One so branded.
a former member of our order, of course, out on a retreat.
We passed through a fishing town.
And saw him begging.
What were his crimes?
So they were talking about branding there, and this is now pointing out a way. Well, it's just basically telling us that there's so many different paths that you can choose when you're completing any mission. So true. I mean, this is just one route. A route that you might take could be totally different. I'm sure there's so many different ways into this building, but this is potentially the safest. We do have to watch out for guards patrolling up and down there. We'll work our way across here. You have to be particularly careful of lights in this game. I mean, it goes without saying, if you do go in a light, then you're going to reduce your invisibility and increase the chance of somebody spotting you. Okay, so we'll just collect all these things here quickly as we can. Okay, so, you know, we've heard that this guy's going to try and poison the other guy, so this Kernow guy is somebody that we can save here. So we could switch the poison glasses to poison glass, should I say, to Campbell's side, which will poison him. We can combine the two glasses and poison them both, or we could spill the glasses, and that's what we're going to go for here, because we don't want to kill anybody.
If my overseers hear any word, I'll come straight to you. Time for drinks. I hope you won't refuse. It'll make this business pass all the quicker. Locked? One of the servants must have been in here. Let me see. It seems I have the wrong one. Not that one. No. Ah, here we are. Now if you'll join me. Men will come get you when we're finished. Keep each other entertained in the meantime.
I don't understand how this got so unpleasant.
Oh, I agree, I agree. A whore dies and suddenly this. Will you have wine? It's a Tivian red.
Thank you.
What on... Who's been in here? I owe you an apology, Captain. This is hardly the hospitality I planned for you. Well, time to do this the hard way.
What was that, Campbell?
Never mind. It's a stroke of luck for you, Captain. I'm forced to break out the real vintage. Leave the men here, but we'll have to share with all of them.
Very well, Campbell. As long as we get this little dispute settled.
Okay, so those guys are on their way to Campbell's secret room, basically, and we now need to make our way there too. We need to be a little careful here. Okay, I think we should be fairly safe in doing that. Take a risk in a moment. Oh, okay. We're gonna zip down here and this way. Oh, that was quite risky. Okay, so we are following these guys. You'll see that they're going into Campbell's secret room here. Campbell is going to attempt to kill him here.
You see this painting? Believed to be early Sokolov. Something primal in there. The way the brushwork slashes across the canvas.
He's done.
You have my thanks. Though by all rights, I should probably arrest you. You seem familiar, even with that mask on. No matter. This once I'll just go my own way, and you yours.
Okay, so there's a bunch of stuff in here. So we've got his journal. We've got another rune there that we can use to upgrade. There's a bunch of sleep darts here that we'll take. And some coins, which we will also take. We'll take the painting. We're not going to collect them, but we'll take it for the money. And that's it. So, okay, what we need to do, although we have put him to sleep, we will use the alternate takeout method on him. We're going to have to be very careful here.
Perhaps a disfigured man may come and inquire after her. Or you might discover a small item in the house, branded as if by intense heat.
I wasn't too sure if that guard was coming in here then.
Coriander of Morley wrote that such serpents are kin to the whales and leviathans. And indeed, sailors off the shores of Pandyssia tell of great winged shapes seen circling. If such reports are to be believed. But the outsider is something else.
Uh-oh.
Flesh. A being that hunts.
Okay.
And so, briefly.
Okay, we need to be very careful. The last thing we want is to be spotted. Okay, he's coming up.
If he comes back, I'll earn another promotion.
Okay, so we can go and check out the branding instructions if we didn't know what to do, because I've done this mission quite a few times now. I'm just going to take the quickest route, which is to take him to the branding room and just get it done. I'm not too sure why that guard came over here, but we've dealt with him. Don't want to create too much panic. What I'm going to do is get this guy and just put him in the corner. Got a good mind to take him out, to be honest with you. He's wasting our time. Let's see. Okay, he's out the way. He was taking far too long. I didn't know what he was doing, to be honest with you. I've never known him wait around so much. Maybe he's, you know, because we took out the other guy, he might have become a little bit triggered, but he's done. And we'll crack on through here. If we can actually climb out the window, it would be useful. There we go. Okay, so the branding room is just along here, and basically you'll see what happens. We take him out by branding him, basically. Okay, here we go.
Walked down last night.
6.
Okay. Just got another weapon there. What we want to do is to get the branding iron. We'll pick up whatever else we can as well there. Go back over. Okay, so this is how we take him out basically. We're going to brand him. Charming. But he's neutralised now because he's branded. Basically, he can't serve any longer. He's been branded as a heretic. Oh, we need to get out of here. Come on. Okay, we're out of there. Okay, this is a little tricky one, little tricky technique that I like to use here. Okay, so you can just reach there. And again, just have to be a little bit careful. Once again, if you don't have your blink upgraded there, it's a little bit difficult. I think it's achievable. You can sort of bounce on the railing a little bit, but you do lose health. Okay, we're out of here, guys. We're well on our way to completing this mission, full stealth, no kills. We haven't done a great deal of looting, but we said we weren't going to, so it's not a problem. Really, as long as you've got your blink upgraded to level 2, which is maxed out basically, the rest of the powers are fairly redundant. I mean, you don't need any of the ones that will cause death. You can go for the dark vision, which allows you to see enemies through walls. That's quite useful. But apart from that, we're really just going to fly through this as best as possible.
Preferential treatment just because you are her brother. She will burn. Come on, please.
Why do I feel like we were spotted there? I hope we weren't. Okay. Well, that was a bit of luck. I couldn't remember the route there, but it's obviously a lower level than we were at. Which is fine, because it's pushed us onto that anyway. We got a bit lucky. I'm really hoping that we didn't get spotted there. I just can't help but think we did. You've got to be careful with these lights. We have really taken the quickest route through there. And once again this way. And we're just about done with this level now. We'll soon find out if we were spotted or not. I have a feeling that... I've got a bad feeling that we were spotted there. And that is a shame. But we'll find out now.
The way I hear it, Campbell lived a pretty posh life. Maybe it's not my place to say, but men of the faith shouldn't live like barons. Are you ready to go?
Okay guys, the moment of truth. What do you think? Were we spotted?
Okay, let's go.
Oh, we weren't spotted. I can hardly believe that, to be honest with you. It must have been pretty close though. Maybe we were just on the edge, teetering on the edge, or maybe it was somebody else that was spotted. Because I know that those two guards that were dealing with the man and woman there as we passed were going to kill one or both of them. So maybe it was something to do with that, but the guards were certainly triggered, and I thought it was because we might have gone in a bit too much into the light, but obviously not. But there we go. We've completed mission 2 on very hard, without being spotted, without killing anybody, and that's quite a successful run there. But I hope you've enjoyed the video today, guys. If you like what you've seen, then please do subscribe, please do leave a like, and if you are considering playing this game or you're finding these tutorials useful, then please do let me know in the comments section. But for now, guys, I just want to say thanks for stopping by, and I'll catch you next time.